Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome to a video I have definitely been dreading. You guys know from the title and the thumbnail, it is the Liverpool career mode versus the Ajax road to glory. This video was eventually going to have to come to you guys, and here it is today. But before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support on the channel. And I would usually say at the start of these episodes, we're quickly going to recap on the previous, but in fact today's episode is about starting at the Ajax road to glory, which is where we are right now. We've loaded up this save. We're going to look over a few things like what we've won, the squad hub, so we can look over players that have increased and declined, transfers in and out for the next season. We're going to advance to the next season and do all the player development along the way. And then we're going to look over the likes of the finances for the next season and also the board objectives. So basically what we're doing in today's video is, instead of it just being a previous episode recap, it's going to be a recap of the whole entire season. So we're starting off at Ajax. We're going to look over all those things I just mentioned. We're going to look over Casper Dolberg getting the golden boot. We're going to look at what we won, the squad hub, transfers, do all the player development. We're slowly going to advance in time all the way to the 30th of June. We're then going to advance into Season 2 with Ajax, have a look what funds we've got, things like that. And then we're going to stop. I'm going to save it there and it's going to be left there. And then I'm going to load up the Liverpool Career Mode Season 2 series. And then we're going to do the same in that save. Take it into Season 3 and then we're going to stop there. But I have to let you guys know at the start of today's episode, there will now be a straw poll down below in the description and comment section. And I cannot stress this enough, so listen carefully. You are voting for the series you want to get rid of, you want to cancel. So if you want to continue a Liverpool career mode, you need to vote to get rid of Ajax. If you want to continue an Ajax Season 2 series, then you need to vote to get rid of the Liverpool career mode. You are voting to cancel one. So whichever one you want to keep, vote for the other one, because that is the one we will be cancelling. Now, I plan to get this video out on the 26th, Friday the 26th of April. Unfortunately, because I've been uploading so much recently, I've got a little bit behind and I'm only just recording this now on the 26th of April. So the plan is, I'm recording it right now. I'm going to try and edit it straight away after I've recorded, and then I'm going to upload it, hopefully, fingers crossed, on the 27th, Saturday the 27th of April, that is. Hopefully you're watching that today, which of course is Saturday, fingers crossed. And then the next episode of the new series will be out on Monday, which of course is the Season 1, the Episode 2 at Manchester City for Season 1. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But I had to make this video because I cannot run an Ajax Road to Glory, a Liverpool career mode, and also a one season wonder series. I just can't, and especially with the one season wonder taking up so much of my time. I'm going to put a lot of effort into editing. I'm going to be doing a load of Photoshop stuff. I'm really going to be trying my best and push my editing skills to the biggest ability and the most ability that I have, if possible. But I thought what we'd do is we'll look first thing at our manager career. So if we go over to the office, we can go to my career and it'll give us a little summary of what's happened in Season 1. So of course, clubs, one, we've only been at Ajax, we won a league title, and we also won a domestic cup. We didn't win a continental cup, and our biggest win was 8-1 against Heerenveen back in October 2018. Our biggest defeat, which to be fair isn't a massive defeat, it's a loss of 3-2 to OGC Nice back in July 2018, which I'm guessing would have been, if we're looking at July, is that maybe pre-season, or would that have been in the Champions League, maybe in the group stages? I'm not too sure. Our record transfer fee was €22.8 million, and our total earnings from all competitions is €1.3 million. You can see the club record of we played 50 games in total. We won 44, we drew 2, we lost 4. Goals against, we've conceded 33. Goals for, we scored 140. Now, you guys might be sitting there thinking, Brad, you've drawn 2 and lost 4 there. Guys, they were in the Champions League or the pre-season or the Orangey Beker. What you have to, in fact, it couldn't have been, in fact, did we draw in the Orangey Beker and then take one to penalty? No. It must have all been in pre-season. And then, of course, in the Champions League when we knocked out, because we went all season in the Eredivisie, all 34 games, and we won every single game, which was absolutely spectacular. But as we press RB and move from overall over to 2018/2019 season, we can see the club we're at is Ajax. The league objective was to win the title, in which we did. League objective, nothing there. Domestic cup objective was to win the cup, which of course in Holland, or should I say the Netherlands, they obviously have the orangey beker, which is what we want for the domestic cup objective. And then the continental objective was to reach the knockout stages. And surprisingly, that is exactly what we did. If we move down a little bit more to the bottom, so we got 4th from bottom, orangey beker. The progress, we were the winner. Then if we come down one, Eredivisie, we won. And then the Champions League, we reached the round of 16, where, of course, we were knocked out by Liverpool. I could go down and look at all this about the record transfer fee paid and the record transfer fee received. But realistically, we just need to start rolling this forwards, because I don't want this video to be too long, and it's just kind of looking over what we achieved. Now, the biggest two things that we probably achieved when it comes to the Eredivisie is our striker Kasper Dolberg won the Golden Boot with 23 goals scored over the 34 games played, and we also got a total of our maximum 102 points after playing 34 games. We lost none, we draw none, we won every single league game, which is an absolute madness. We also finished with 102 goals that we scored, 12 conceded, so we finished on a plus 90 goal difference, which is just massive, because we just finished the Liverpool career mode a couple of days ago, and we finished with a goal difference of plus 73. So to get 90 for our first season at Ajax is absolutely unbelievable. So we've just discussed there what we've won and what we achieved in that first season. Up next, now I'm going to do this with Ajax, guys, and then you need to understand I'm going to jump over to the Liverpool save, and we're going to do exactly the same. So if we now go over to the squad hub, I decided we go over to attributes and have a little look at the growth of our team after this season 1. So Onana has grown from an 80 overall rated to an 84, and he is up by 4. Lamprou, who didn't play a single game, is up to a 74 from a 73 after going up 1. Van Leer is up 1 as well. He also didn't play. Now, I'm going to try and go through this as fast as I can, guys, so I might just say the player's name and how much their overall change has been. We got Mazraoui is up 2 to 74. Mukele up 2 to 79. Dalit up 1 to 83. Daley Blind is down 1 and is dropped now to a 79 overall. Shares is up to a 71 after going up 1 rating. Kano has smashed it, considering he didn't play a lot of games, but he did manage to go up a total of 4 overall ratings. Voba is up 2 to 75. Tagliafico's up 1 to 81. Bruyne, the youngster that we got from the catalogue, is already up 6 after just coming in and playing maybe 6 months into the first season, should I say, and he's already up 6 to a 66 rating. Loftus-Cheek, who is sadly going to be leaving us at the end of this Ajax part where he goes back to Chelsea, is up 3 to an 80 overall. Eating's up 2 to a 72. Frenkie de Jong is up 3 to an 84. De Witt is up 1 to a 67, who's currently out on loan. Foden is up 8 and now sits on an 81 overall. Ziyech up 1 to an 84. Van der Beek up to 81 after going up plus 4. Tadic is down from an 81 to 80 after dropping 1. Labyad is up 2 to a 78. Neres up 2 to take him to 81. Kasper Dolberg has grown unbelievably and is now plus 6 and up to an 82 overall. I do think he will be an absolute beast in Season 2, because I think he has been a fantastic player in this Season 1, and I have no doubt that he will not smash it in Season 2 if, of course, we do continue a Season 2. Simeone only recently just come in, and he is already up 1 to 81. And I'm just checking something now, guys, because I am trying to keep tabs on the Liverpool game, because they are playing Huddersfield tonight, and Naby Keita has just scored after 1 minute. So it is 1-0 Liverpool Huddersfield, and Naby Keita scored after just 1 minute. So happy days there. Sorry about that, guys. It flicked up on my phone. Cassiera is up 2, and he is out on loan and now up to a 72. Bandy, the man that I look to sell, has gone up another 2 ratings and now sits on a 74. And that is the bottom of the list. So apart from Tadic and I do believe Daley Blind, they were the only 2. Oh, and Shares, sorry. Shares has gone. Shares is up, sorry. Daley Blind, and I just forgot who it was. And Dusan Tadic, sorry, are the only 2 players that declined in that first season, which isn't too bad. Now, moving on to the transfers, obviously, I can't remember if we've made any transfers to players going out when we get into the next transfer window. So I think what we need to do now, which isn't too bad because it hasn't taken too long, we're just going to start advancing in some time. Now, I'm going to stop every time we can do some training. So every single Sunday, I'm going to stop on the Sunday, and then I'm going to do the training. I know this might be a bit of a long process, guys, and I may try and cut some of this up, but I just think realistically, I want to make sure I'm training my players. I could just go all the way now to Season 2 without training my players, but considering we've got 4 or 5 weeks worth of training them, I may as well do that. Plus, we may get some emails, some interesting emails in. And if we don't, then we can get all the way to Season 2, have a look over the finances, look if any players have gone or come in. I'm going to stop it there to do some more player development. And then we can see what's going to be lined up for Season 2, because you might be sitting there at home now thinking, do you know what? I've got a vote here. Do I cancel the Ajax Road to Glory, or do I cancel the Liverpool career mode? And maybe you guys don't have a favourite. Maybe you enjoy them both. Maybe you're going to wait until we get into the following season to see if we've been given some good money, to see if it's going to be a challenge, see if any new players are coming in, see what other teams have done with transfers. We will jump over to the office. Obviously, the Ajax board saying we're not on track. That is because we didn't take on any youngsters this year from the youth academy. We will be doing that in Season 2, of course, if we continue a Season 2. But for now, we just need to keep simulating all the way to June. We're just coming up to June in a couple of seconds. So if we can get through, hopefully to June, there we go, and then stop it there. We can then go and have a look at the player development. It's dead easier. Click in, press Y, just load the previous ones. Kano, I may well look at taking out in Season 2 if we continue it. He is an 82 now. When a player gets to 82, 83, I tend to not want to train them because it's so difficult to make them grow. Well, I'd need Kano on at least 3 of those slots to make him grow at all. So just having him on 1 is probably not good enough. Let's jump over to the messages. Lamprey wants to go. Well, Lamprey, we don't even know if we're going to be doing a second season right now, so you'll have to wait and see. South Africa have took their offer back of being the coach, not a problem. And we've also had a monthly scouting update. Now, we need to still keep on top of this for the simple reason that we may well be doing a Season 2. So if we fly through this, 71 to 83, we'll reject that. 75 to 89. Okay, we can leave that there. I suppose that's not too bad. 71 to 85, we'll leave. 81 to 94. Normally what you do, guys, a little bit of a tip. If you click in and look at their value, if their value is over, it's normally 300,000. So that's around 350, 380, something around there. Euros, 1,000 euros. They're normally going to be a decent player. So this Mason Thomas looks to be very decent. Dominic Allen doesn't look too great. Ethan Phillips. See, he's got a potential of 76 to 94, but it's only valued right now at 70,000 euros. So, not looking too great, but I won't delete him. 46. Oh, that's terrible. 48. Nope, he can go. 77 to 94 can stay. 64 to 86. He may as well stay. 71 to 94. As long as it's around 70 to 90. If you get like that, Billy White, 61 to 85, I'm not really too interested in that. 70 to 94 is fine. 66 to 92. It's a little bit low, but we can see how he develops. We can leave him on there for now. So just a little tip there, guys. If you ever want to check when you're doing scouting, always have a look at their value. And if they are over around the 300,000 mark, they're most likely going to be a decent player. A little tip for you guys there. Let's go ahead and advance in some more time. Get to Sunday so we can do some more player development. And Barcelona have just won the Champions League. Let's click into that. They must have beat, was it Liverpool they had? It was PSG. PSG, they beat them 1-0. Liverpool must have got knocked out. I think they were playing Roma maybe in the semi-finals. Oh no, it must have been PSG, of course. They were playing in the semi-finals. They didn't play Barcelona, so they must have played PSG. Let's go ahead and simulate some more. Nice bit of growth there from Phil Foden. Bruyne's growing nicely as well. Let's go ahead back to advancing in some time. Hopefully this video should only be maybe 20 minutes long if possible. And we are coming up to the end of June, so we nearly are at the end of the Ajax Road to Glory Season 1. I think that's going to be our last chance there of doing some growth, doing some training, so we can go ahead and finish that off. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get to it. If we jump over the office, just the board again, that's not a problem. And now we have literally 5 more days. Oh, scouted player. He's been lured away. Doesn't matter. Let him go. That's fine. Oh, wrong button. Let's go ahead and advance. And we are now going to go to the 30th of June. It's going to stay like this for a couple of minutes, like it's frozen. It's then going to say end the career or end the season. We can press Y and jump over and have a look at those emails, because there is 3 emails before we progress through into Season 2 of the Ajax Road to Glory. It still looks like it's frozen. I don't know why it takes so long at the end, but we just got to wait. And there we go, end the season. So what we can do now is Y to go over to the email inbox, and we can have a little look through. So player coming back from loan, Danny DeWitt has come back. Benjamin Van Leer has come back. Matteo Caceres has come back. We've had another monthly scout update. We can have a little look through that just now. Players leaving on international duty, that's fine. Let's have a little flick through this, see if anyone's improved. So 78 to 88 is fine. Yep, fine. Oh, that's a real good one. 80 to 94. Here's a very good one. 78 to 94. 69 to 87. 81 to 94 is very good as well. 71 to 94, 68. They are all looking, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. I just want to try and flick through this. I don't want to spend the whole time. There we go. They can all stay. So we can keep them until Season 2. Go ahead and delete that. And now, guys, we have this. In fact, we can do one last player development. We may as well before we go into the next season. Can Foden get up to that 82 overall? Is it going to happen for him? Yes, it is. Phil Foden gets up to an overall of 82 for Season 2. But that is now going to do it for this Ajax Road to Glory Season 1. So we are going to end the season. I'm going to stop talking now, guys, because loading the next season can take a few minutes. If you have a look here, end the season review, that's fine. Delete it, and then we press advance. It's going to pop up here and it says this can take a few minutes. So I'm going to stop talking now, and then we can just jump into Season 2 once it's loaded. Right, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in Season 2 of the Ajax Road to Glory. So to start things off, we'll jump over to the office and have a little look through. So shirt sales, that's not a problem. An important transfer market, we all know what that says. If you play career mode, you get that every single season. My biggest thing that I want to look at is the money, the financial side of what Ajax's board have given us this season. So if we go over to the office, you know what, that's a little bit frustrating, really, because this is why I was saying that maybe you guys haven't made your mind up of whether you want to continue the Ajax or the Liverpool series. That's a little bit of a bummer for me. That's a little bit of a negative point. I think we had around, 42 million euro, what am I saying? 42 million euro in Season 1 with around 50k wage budget. We've been given like an extra 10 million euro, which is around an extra 8.5 million pounds. Considering we won the league and won the Orangey Berker and got to the round of 16 in the Champions League, to only be given an extra 10, 11 million is a little bit of a sucker punch, really. I thought we'd have at least got 80, 90 million, but we sadly don't. Okay, it makes it a bit of a challenge because we have to be careful with our money. But 53 million euro is not a lot of money. So if we do continue the Ajax Road to Glory, we will really have to look at the squad and work out definitely where we need to be spending our money. Loftus-Cheek is still currently an Ajax player, but he will be going back to Chelsea in just a few moments. But we've had a little look at the money. So there you go, guys. 53.28 million euro and a wage budget of 49,000 per week euro. So not a huge amount. Let's have a little look at the board expectations. So youth development. Oh, it hasn't updated yet, I don't think. Oh, maybe it has. Sign 3 players in your youth academy to be assigned to the midfield position. We never done that. That's fine. Sign 1 player with potential of 85 to your youth squad. Okay, and then long term, within 3 seasons, grow 8 youth academy players. I mean, that is a lot. 8 youth academy players. Brand exposure is to gain 150 million euro earnings from shirt sales. We smashed the shirt sales in Season 1. I'm sure we could do it again in Season 2. And sign a crucial first team player assigned to a midfield or forward position. Continental success, they want us to reach the semi-finals in the UEFA Champions League. We've done the round of 16, so we were nearly there. The domestic success, they want us to win the league again and win the Orangey Berker. And then financial, within 3 seasons, increase your club worth of your increase your club worth of your club by 50%. I mean, 50% is a lot. That is super high, that, realistically. So it's a bit of a slap in the face from the board of directors at Ajax, because we won the league, we won the cup, the Orangey Berker, and they give us an extra 10 million euro to spend. not exactly what I was looking for, but I think now what we need to do is, obviously you guys know the squad. Loftus-Cheek is going to be departing in just a few moments. We're going to set up the training. If you guys want to leave a comment down below, let me know who you'd rather me train this season, then you can go ahead and do that. But I think realistically, it's going to be Bandy and Bruyne. I think if we continue, they are definitely two players, because I want to keep hold of Bandy. I like playing him in the central attacking midfield role, but the left attacking midfield role, more than the centre. So we're going to go ahead and put Bandy on 3 of these, doing them on hard if possible. Defending, not really. Okay, we can't. What's it recommending? No, let's just do deliver into the box. I suppose he puts crosses in, doesn't he? And then these 2 drills are going to be for Bruyne, and we're just going to go hard and hard. So race against the clock. And then Bruyne is also going to have... Now, I can change this up, guys. As I was saying, if you want to leave a comment with someone you'd rather me look at training, that's completely fine. But we're going to go ahead and simulate that, because Bandy could easily be an 80 overall rated by the end of Season 2. And the last thing to do now, guys... We've looked at what we've won. We've looked at the squad and seen the growth and the decline in players. Transfers in and out, obviously, we'll get a pop-up in a moment from the inbox if we have sold any players and they have departed in the brand new transfer window. We've advanced to the next season, so we're here in Season 2, and we've also looked that we get €53 million. So let's just advance in a couple of days. We're going to get asked as well if we want to participate in a pre-season tournament. We will go ahead and accept that, because with Ajax, we need every penny we possibly can. Again, it does this thing at the start where it looks like we froze. It definitely hasn't froze. Probably should just not talk, and then I could just cut it out. But there we go. Pre-season tournament invite. Congratulations, Mr. Brad. So Ajax have been invited to participate in a pre-season friendly tournament. Let's advance the invites. We really need to be going for the big money, so we probably need to be going for the €9.7 million. We've got Inter Milan, AC Milan, Real Betis, Napoli, Marseille, Lyon, and Sporting Lisbon. I think that's the one we've got to go for. Difficulty of 4.5 stars. It's decent prize money. Let's just go ahead and go for it. We need as much money as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to advance all the way to the 5th of July. I'm also going to do this in the Liverpool career mode. Only go as far as the 5th. So any players that are coming in or out have definitely departed the club. So as we advance, and there we go. We've already jumped over to the office. Let's just go ahead and advance again. And then stop the simulation on the 5th. That's fine. And then to end this series, or end... Well, it will potentially be ending this series, but more the fact ending this part of the Ajax series, we're just going to have to read through these emails. So, player loan has expired. Ruben Loftus-Cheek's loan has expired, and he's gone back to Chelsea. It'd be sad, and he would probably be someone that I look to bring in if we do continue the Ajax Road to Glory Season 2. European International Cup, that's not a problem. We've got a transfer offer from Kano from Atletico Madrid. He won't be going anywhere, so we will already reject that. He's valued at 24. They've only offered 27. No way, Jose. And a transfer budget increase. This year, they say they've given us an extra €20 million. So, okay, maybe we only got €33 million. Maybe it's because I sold some players. But even so, to win the league and then win the cup and only get €20 million extra is a little bit of a shocker. But then again, maybe I'm too focused on the Premier League and La Liga, and you look at the money that those teams get, whereas when you realise that, well, the Eredivisie doesn't get anywhere near the money that the Premier League or La Liga or Bundesliga does, so hence probably why Ajax don't get a huge amount of money, and hence why they don't have a big budget at the start of the season. But there we go. So we have done everything that I participated to do. We've looked at what we've won. Squad hub's done. Transfers in and out. Obviously, the only transfer for us going out was Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who went back to Chelsea. We've advanced to the next season, and we've looked at the money. But for the final time, I'll show you guys that we have €53.28 million to spend and 87,000 a week on the wage budget. Of course, that's gone back up now because Ruben Loftus-Cheek has departed and gone back to England to go and join his old club, Chelsea. Now, I'm showing you guys the transfer because maybe you'll want this to continue a season 2, and you might start thinking of some players that you may want to bring in. If you want to leave any recommendations down, that's either for the Ajax or the Liverpool. Just put something like, Brad, I think you should sign so-and-so, whoever their name is. Then put in brackets Ajax or Liverpool, so I know it's for whichever series you are talking about. But that is going to do it now for the Ajax part of this video. So I'm now going to save it, And just in a moment, within a blink of an eye, we're going to jump over to the Liverpool Career Mode Season 2. It'll only take you guys a couple of seconds, but I need to save and load up the other one. But within seconds, you guys will be seeing the Liverpool series. And now we're on the Liverpool side of this video. And the same sort of thing, exactly what you've just watched in the Ajax Road to Glory side of it. We're now going to do it on the Liverpool side. So we started off by going over to the office and looking at my career. So as we go into my career, we've obviously been at the club from the start. League titles, we've won 2. Domestic cups, we've won 3. And continental cups, we've won 2. Our biggest win was 6-0 against Southampton in September 2019. And our biggest defeat was against Spurs 3-0 in August 2019. Record transfer fee was 42 million. And total earnings over all competitions is 6.2 million. If we go over, we don't want to look at the 18-19. We want to look at season 2, which of course is 2019/2020 season. We're at Liverpool. Win the league title. Well, of course, we won the league title. In fact, if we just scroll down to the bottom where the important stuff is, you now look at the top of the page. We've got UEFA Super Cup. We won that. UEFA Champions League. We won that. The FA Community Shield, we got to the final, but sadly didn't win. The FA Cup, we won. The Carabao Cup, we got to the quarter-finals. And the Premier League, we also won. So we won the Super Cup, the Champions League, the FA Cup, and the Premier League. And I must say, that is an absolutely incredible season for a manager. So out of the 6 potential pieces of silverware we could have won, we got 4 of them. We only managed quarterfinals in the Carabao Cup, but we did play a B/C squad in the Carabao Cup, and we just let the kids go out. Simple as that. And in the FA Cup, we reached the final. I thought we actually won the FA Cup. Oh, it's the FA Community Shield, sorry. FA Community Shield, which would have been at the start of the season. Obviously, we were already in the final because we'd won the FA Cup from season 1. Record transfer fee paid was for Jonathan Tah of 34 million, and record transfer fee received was for Matip 22.2 million. League position was first, and over the 69 games we played in all competitions, we won 55, drew 11, lost 3. Goals for, we scored 173, and goals against or conceded was 48. So that is a very good record as well. 55 wins out of 69 games and a whopping 173 goals scored just in all competitions, which is very, very good indeed. As we go over to the board expectations, we can now have a look to see what we completed. So the objectives overview, well, we've got all 3 ticks, so that's happy days. Youth development was to grow 1 youth player by at least 5 overall points. We've done that, tick, happy days. Brand exposure was to gain 176 million earnings from shirt sales. We got that, bingo. Continental success was to win the Champions League. We beat Man United 1-0 in the final, so we've done that, tick. Domestic success was to win the league and win the FA Cup. Well, we won both of them, happy days. And financial was to within 2 seasons increase your club worth of your club by 15%. Well, we've already smashed that. So happy days, considering we have ticked every single one of the objectives off. So we ticked all 6 of the board objectives. We also ticked in the last episode, episode 70 of Liverpool Career Mode, all 6 fan objectives. Now what we need to do is go over to the squad. I will try and keep this as quick as possible, guys. I don't want to drag this video on, like I've said a few times. Don't want it to be too long. So I'll go down the list and tell you what's going on. So Alisson has grown 1 up to 87. Declan Evans is up 4 to 69. Karius is up 1 to 81. George Bailey is up 7 to 85. Wow, he's nearly catching Alisson now. Dylan Morris is up 17 and up to an 80 overall. Trent is up 2 to 85. Dani Alves has decreased by 1 and gone down to 78. Nelson Semedo is up 2 to 83. Joe Gomez is up 2 to 84. Van Dijk is -1 down to 86. Now, he's only 28, so he's probably only just coming into his prime. So I'm a little bit shocked that he's gone down -1, but an overall 86 is still an incredible overall rating without a doubt. Diego Godin down 3 in Season 2 to an overall of 85. Jimenez is up 2 to an 87. Jonathan Tah's up 1 to 85. Nathaniel Phillips is up 1 to 64. Andrew Robertson is up 1 to 84. Kieran Tierney is up 2 to 83. Matthew Virtue Thick is up 2 to 63. Marko Grujic is up 2 to 77. Sandro Tonali is up 4 to 75. Henderson is still sat on 82 and has had no growth at all. Fabinho up 2 to 88. Correa up 2 to 84. Markovic up 1 to 77. Kane up 2 to 68. Ramsey hasn't grown, still at an 83 overall. Curtis Jones up 4 to 68. The Ox up 1 to 83. Milner down 2 to 77. Gino Wijnaldum, no growth, still sits at an 82. Naby Keita up 2 to 88. Anderson Talisca up 2 to 86. Camacho up 2 to 67. Bobby Firmino, no growth over season 2, up to 80, stays at 87. Shaqiri, no growth either, still at an 82. Salah, no growth either, still at an 89. Danny Ings, no growth, still at 77. Ryan Brewster up 3 to 71. Dominic Solanke up 3 to 76. Ryan Sessegnon up 2 to 85. Junior up 4 to 84. And Sadio Mane still sitting at 87. No potential growth this season. So we had a lot of players that didn't grow at all. But I think only Milner, and there's Milner down 2, and Diego Godin that actually had a minus, whereas everyone else either grew or stayed the same. Diego Godin there minus 3. Oh, sorry, and Van Dijk, who got minus 1. So Van Dijk, Godin, Dani Alves. I forget about all them now. So we've got Dani Alves, Van Dijk, Godin, and Milner were the only 4 players that went down in rating, but still such a very strong squad, considering not many of those players, apart from Van Dijk, get into the starting 11 realistically. Next, transfers in and out. Now, I don't really remember what's happening. I just know that we have Philippe Coutinho and Timo Werner joining us in Season 3. I think Diego Godin was on his way out, and maybe Dani Alves, but I will have to check that. But just like we did in the Ajax part of the start of this video, we're going to quickly look over what happened with the goal scorers and potential points and so what. So Bobby Firmino takes top scorer award, picks up the Golden Boot for a second consecutive year. He got it in year 1. Harry Kane was behind him in year 1. And the same sort of thing happened in Season 2. He does manage to get it with 21 goals, with Harry Kane again breathing right down his neck. As for the standings in the Premier League, 38 games, we won 30, drew 7, and only lost 1 game all season. Very much like Liverpool are doing right now in real life, they've only lost 1 game in the whole entire season so far. We pick up 97 points. We had goals for 99, goals against 26, which meant we had a goal difference of 73. Very impressive, and that 73 goal difference will be converted into pounds. So that's £73, and we will, of course, will be donating that to charity. Just want to touch on, if you guys have not, on episode 70, I know it was a long one, it's about 50 minutes long. If you have not watched the end, definitely go and watch an end, because you need to recommend some United Kingdom charities for me to donate the money to. But now what we need to do is we need to start advancing in some time. So what I'm going to do exactly the same every single Sunday, stop and do the player development. You guys don't really see the player development that much, because I tend to leave it off camera because it's just boring. But with us doing all the progression through to Season 3, I may as well show it how it is. So we've got Tonali on 3, and obviously Declan Morris on 2. Obviously Morris is coming through the rankings now, chasing George Bailey. He's not too far behind him, and he is looking very impressive, considering he's got an 89 goalkeeper diving and 88 goalkeeper reflexes. So looking very promising for the future. Sandro Tonali is up to a 76 rating as well. Sandro Tonali has been a very good player. Played against Real Madrid in the Champions League and was very, very solid for us indeed. Let's jump over to the office, have a flick through these emails. Jonathan Tart and just Jose Maria Jimenez wanting to go in the next window. It's not happening, lads. I'm giving you as much game time as I can, but when you got Van Dijk and Gomez to challenge against, it's a little bit of a difficult one. So let's advance again all the way. Oh, we didn't manage to get there. FC Copenhagen have agreed to pay the 1.35 million release clause for Curtis Jones. They always do this and then don't want to pay his salary, so he just ends up not going. Let's advance one more day. Oh, that's too many days. Whoa, slow down. That went a little bit quick. Let's do the play development again. Nice and quick. Press Y, get them in there. An A, a B, a D, a C, and a C. Nice bit of growth there from Sandro Tonali again. Jump over to the office, read these emails. So players leaving on international duties, fine. And look at that. Curtis Jones for FC Copenhagen have broken down as they couldn't reach agreeable terms. They just won't pay him his salary per week, and that's unfortunately the issue. That's why a lot of the youngsters in career mode do not leave and end up staying at the club and getting decent money. Again, we'll just go ahead and do the training. Be nice if we could get Declan Morris to an 82. We're definitely trying, but I think we do only have one more week until we are at the end of June, and that is correct. So let's advance again. We may just get one more in if we can stop it on the Sunday. No, let's stop and then stop it again. There we go. We get to the Sunday, and luckily enough in Season 2 it finishes on a Tuesday, so we can go ahead and do the last player development. I don't think Declan Morris is going to get to that overall 82, but if we keep training him in Season 3, he will definitely get there. So nice little bit of growth there from them when it comes to stat-wise. And the last thing to do now is advance 2 more days, and then we will be on the 30th of June. It'll do the usual thing of freezing. It's already froze, see what I mean, guys? And there we go. Wasn't as long frozen that time round. We can end the season. But before we do that, let's jump over to the inbox and see what's going down. Dominic Solanke has come back from Eibar. Not a problem. Virtue Thick's come back from FC Sion. Not a problem. And Lazar Markovic has come back from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Not a problem. Probably at least 2 of those players. Probably not Dominic Solanke, but definitely the other 2 we will look at selling in Season 3, of course, if we continue a Season 3. So next, we have to end the season. Of course, I'll cut all this out, guys. I'll stop talking now. We'll click End Season. We'll have the review. Not a problem. And then we'll advance. It takes a few minutes. The Ajax took around 2 minutes, so I'll just stop talking now. I can just cut all this out for you guys. And then, of course, we can look what's happening in Season 3 at Liverpool. And here we are now in Season 3 of the Liverpool career mode. I can just confirm as well why it was loading into Season 3. Sadio Mane has just scored and put Liverpool 2-0 up against Huddersfield. Happy days. We're still in the title race. Very happy with that, especially going 2-0 up before half-time. It's definitely a good lead to be going in at 45-minute half-time period. But like we did in the Ajax Road to Glory when we got into Season 2 there, we're going to have a look at the office. We're going to look over the board expectations, the objectives. We're going to sort out the training. And then we're going to advance to the 5th of July. So if we jump over to the office first, imported transfer information, market information, that's fine. Shirt sales, again, they want another £176 million. That shouldn't be a problem, especially with Timo Werner and Philippe Coutinho coming back to Liverpool. I'm pretty sure Philippe Coutinho will make that kind of money on his own. Let's go over to the training and look at who we're going to train this year. So only Ray Solanke, just to let you guys know, another tip, if you look above their age, if you look on Solanke, he's got like an arrow going up, whereas Danny Ings and Bobby haven't. That means Solanke's still got a decent amount of growth potential. You can also see, if you look where it says trainable attributes, just under Bobby Firmino's face on the right side, if you look at the end of that column where it's like a dark blue strip, there's nothing there under the green 0%. But if you look on Solanke, it says promising player. You can always tell if they have that little symbol of the arrow going up that they still have a decent growth potential. But Solanke, probably not. We've got Bobby and Timo Werner, of course, coming in. So I don't think up top we need any help. Wingers, Junior we could look to train. But again, he's an overall 84 now. So we'd need him on a lot to be training him. But he's still got a lot of growth to go. So I'm happy for him to just continue to play and not train him. Midfielders, I think realistically Sandro Tonali has got to be in there. He's already catching Marko Grujic, and he does play very well at that CDM position, especially if Fabinho is not fully fit. So Sandro Tonali we're going to put on, let's just say 2 for now. We can have a little look through the rest of the team and see if there's anyone else. If not, we can always look to put him on the 3rd one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that middle one just because I'd rather have Tonali. So I'll jump. Oh, I can't even jump over to the next one. Never mind. So let's go over to the centre-backs. There's no centre-backs. Full-backs, we can't grow any full-backs. And then keeper, we've got Morris. So I think, excuse me, I got the hiccups. Always seem to have the hiccups when I start recording. Must be I'm taking in too much air. Excuse me. I think, yeah, let's put Tonali on another one. I think personally that's best. And then we'll put the keeper again, Morris. Let's hit Morris on that. We'll go hard. And then we'll put him on a medium if possible. Morris. Yeah, we can put them on a medium. So there we go. So they are going to be the 5 training slots. Sandro Tonali on 3 and Dylan Morris on 2. Let's simulate all. Oh, F on Tonali's first one. I suppose he's just come back, hasn't he, for the new season. Probably going to need a little bit of training before he gets back into it. The next thing to do is, of course, advance a day or 2 and see what's going down with transfers. So if we advance, it should probably stop us straight away and throw up a load of office emails, but we'll have to wait. It does this freezing thing as per usual. Well, we're at 3 emails, but it still seems to be frozen as it loading more emails. The game definitely hasn't frozen because the news articles are still flicking. Ah, there we go. We've now been invited to a pre-season tournament. FIFA, you need to fix that. EA, fix it. Why does it have to freeze for so long at the end of the season and the start of the season? So again, we are going to accept invites. Realistically, we probably don't need a lot of money, so I may well just go for the Champions Trophy. I think we've done the Asian Elite Cup in Season 1. I think we've done the Invitational Cup in Season 2. I could be wrong there, but I'm just thinking, do we just go for easy teams because we can just play some of the kids? We're not going to have a proper strong squad. You know, if we're playing the likes of PSG, Bayern, Juve, but in fact, you know what? Let's just do it. Asian Elite Cup. Let's do it. Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich, Juve. They're not going to be playing their strongest squad. They're going to be playing the kids. So let's just do it. If we get knocked out, well, we get knocked out. It happens, unfortunately. We cannot now advance to the 5th because we have Real Madrid on the 5th. So we'll have to advance to the 4th before we end it there. But in our group, we have, well, the 2 Spanish giants, which, to be fair, we knocked them both out in Season 2 in the Champions League. We beat Real Madrid 8-1 and we beat Barcelona, was it 8-4 or something? That was Napoli, wasn't it? I think we beat Barcelona 3 or 4-0 over the 2 legs and we beat Real Madrid 8-1. But what I am happy to see is Atletico Madrid there have signed Depay, if that's how you pronounce his name, for 53.6 million. But forget about that one. It's that one there. Liverpool and FC Barcelona finally agree on terms for Coutinho. Welcome, Coutinho. Welcome, the Brazilian magician, the little magician, back to Anfield. So if we jump over to the office now, pre-contract player arrival, Timo Werner is here. The deal has been completed and he's available for training and selection. Philippe Coutinho, pre-contract agreement, he's also joined us and has been completed. Correa has gone the other way. He's now gone to Real Madrid. We sold him for 40-something million, I do believe, 48 million, especially because his position was becoming very difficult to play. And like sometimes we played him at striker, but we've now got Bobby and Timo Werner. We were playing Bobby and then Talisca. Realistically, we've got Bobby, Talisca and Timo Werner for the striker position. We could play him out on the right wing that we did a few times, but we've got like Salah, Shaqiri and Junior, so he's 4th on the pecking list there. In the midfield, we've got plenty of midfielders. We've got a real good balanced team right now. And the only reason, honestly guys, the only reason I sold Angel Correa, regardless of if it's a game or not, is because he's a wonderful young talent and he's just not going to get played at Liverpool. So I thought it was best that we offload him. And he can go out and do his best at Real Madrid. And what a club to go to. So he could potentially be playing us up next in the pre-season tournament if Real Madrid start him. And then we have the Asian Elite Cup where they're just saying that the players are very drained from a demanding season, and obviously we've now participated in the Asian Elite Cup to get them back fully fit, play some of the youngsters and get them back to playing football. What we're now going to do is we're going to advance to, let's go to the 4th, so we will go to the 3rd, come on, and then we'll stop simulation, so we should stop on the 4th. I'm not even going to look at the transfer budget. We've had a transfer offer for Phillips from Huracan, which I am going to accept, and then we're going to go back and we're then going to have a look ourselves what transfer budget we have. So our money is going to be... That is massive! £433.25 million to spend with a whopping 270,000 wage budget. Wow! We've got nearly £500 million to spend on players. But bear in mind, guys, look at that lineup. Mane, Bobby, Salah, Gini, Keita, Fabinho, Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez, Trent, Alisson. We've then got Philippe Coutinho, Timo Werner, the Ox. We don't need £500 million to improve our team when it looks like that. That is an absolute madness. Now we can see what it says. The club's transfer budget this year was increased by 248 million. That is massive. That is huge. Honestly, cannot believe that. Obviously, we've got the money as well coming in from Angel Correa. But it took us up to £394.3 million. So just shy, 6 million shy of 400 grand. Plus the money that we got for Correa leaves us on 433 million. So I'll tell you what, guys, if there's anyone you want me to sign, well, in the Liverpool Career Mode Season 3, we could definitely sign them regardless if it's Messi or Ronaldo. Not that I want to do that. I am trying to keep it realistic. Maybe for Season 3, now I've brought Coutinho in, we can go a little bit unrealistic. But personally, I think Timo Werner, who, definitely isn't fully fit there, is definitely a realistic one. We're linked with him highly in the papers nearly every single day. And Philippe Coutinho, surprisingly, Barcelona fans seem to not really like him that much. I don't think he's comfortable at Barcelona. I think deep down he does regret leaving Liverpool. And Klopp did say in an interview that he would potentially think of giving Philippe Coutinho an exit door. That's all he said. But an exit door must be an option to come back to Liverpool. It's, if Klopp can open a door for him to exit Barcelona, it's only going to be to come back to Liverpool, surely. So I think there is definitely a chance that Coutinho could come back to Liverpool. Of course, because of the way that he left and because of, the way he left the club, and I didn't think it was too good and it wasn't very, professional the way he done it. Spat out his dummy as such. He won't be getting straight into this team, even at an overall of 89. But when he does get into the team, he will be playing either there or there. I'm going to play him in the central midfield. I don't think I want him out wide. We've got Mane and we've got Ryan Sessegnon out there. And then we've got Salah and Junior out there. And then we've got Bobby and Timo Werner there. Oh, if we do a season 3, I have to say, because of the money and the team we have, I am a little bit more excited for a season 3 at Liverpool. But one thing I want to say now, guys, before we end this video is, do not feel disheartened at all just because I've said, or because I support Liverpool, or I'm excited for Liverpool career mode. Do not feel, you know what, I should vote, get rid of Ajax because Brad likes Liverpool. This is all based on your guys' opinion. What you have to remember is, some of the players that we signed in this Liverpool career mode and the Ajax Road to Glory was because of you guys. You leave comments down below, which of course I want you to leave comments for any Ajax players or Liverpool players you would like me to look at buying in Season 3 or Season 2, depending on which series continues. Make sure you drop them down below. But realistically, guys, it doesn't matter which one gets cancelled, okay? If the Liverpool career mode gets cancelled, it gets cancelled. If the Ajax gets cancelled, it gets cancelled. We've got a brand new series, One Season Wonder, coming through the rankings, and it's going to be the biggest series ever on this channel. Do not think for 1 minute that I will be upset if you cancel the Liverpool career mode on me, or the Ajax Road to Glory. One of them's got to go. I'm just giving you guys the choice. I personally couldn't choose. It would seriously be too difficult. You got Ajax on one side, don't have much money, have a great squad. It's a challenge. I'd love to go and win the Champions League with them. We sadly didn't in Season 1. Then you've got the Liverpool career mode, where we've just brought in two phenomenal players in Timo Werner and Philippe Coutinho, which I can't wait to play with both of them. We already have an incredible starting 11. And I just think either way, probably at the end of Season 3 of the Liverpool career mode or Season 2 of the Ajax, whichever one we do, I'm probably then going to end it. No voting. If we do the Liverpool for another season, I'll probably end it at the end. If we do Ajax, I'll probably end it at the end of Season 2. To then move on and do something a little bit different. Obviously still a career mode, but maybe a different team, maybe a lower down team, maybe come through the rankings, maybe do another Road to Glory, I'm not sure. But obviously I don't want to take Liverpool through 5-6 seasons, or Ajax through loads of seasons. I want to keep it fresh and change it up and use different teams, try different players and stuff like that. But honestly, guys, I will not be upset in the slightest. If you want to drop a comment down below saying, Brad, I voted to get rid of the Liverpool career mode for this reason, do that. Let me know the reason that you want to, you might want to get rid of the Liverpool career mode because the Ajax has this or has that, or you might want to keep the Liverpool because it has this or that. Let me know what you voted for. Don't forget to vote down below in the comment section and the description. Tell me the reason that you voted for it. Maybe, I can learn from this if there's something that you guys enjoy. I can confirm that we will be taking the difficulty up in either the Ajax Road to Glory Season 2 or the Liverpool career mode Season 3. We will be going from what we are now, Legendary, to Ultimate. Obviously in Season 1 of the Liverpool career mode we were on World Class. We've done well. You guys said put it up. I put the difficulty up to Legendary. We've smashed both series on Legendary, so I'm now going to be taking up to Ultimate. Obviously on the flip side, when you come to the One Season Wonder series, I'm leaving that on Legendary because we're simulating quite a few games and it's going to be very difficult, especially if I want to win quite a lot. But like I was saying, make sure you vote. Let me know why you voted. Let me know the reason why you want to keep one or get rid of one. Talk to me. Make sure you vote. And I think I'm going to leave that video there. The Liverpool career mode versus the Ajax Road to Glory is complete. You guys will now be voting. Hopefully this is up on the 27th. I'll be watching it till Monday evening, watching the vote. And then on Monday evening when I record the episode, either Season 3, Episode 1 for the Liverpool career mode, which will be Episode 71. or it'll be the Ajax Road to Glory Season 2, Episode 1. On Monday night when I sit down to record, whichever one is winning, I will take a screenshot, leave it in the video, and we'll either be continuing at Liverpool or we'll be continuing at Ajax. But I look forward to seeing what you guys want to keep and also telling me why you want to keep it. But we've done everything I planned to do in today's video, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And I've been Massive Brad. Peace out.